Mr. Chairman, he also identified a total of 80 speeches, including speeches which he didn't have copies of.
That's correct.
My point is, these 6 speeches weren't on the list of 80.
Then he didn't remember those speeches. He's not trying to hide speeches if he gave us 80 speeches. I couldn't give you a list of every speech I've made in the last 5 years, particularly informal speeches. There's no way. And if I gave you a list which had 90% of the speeches that I had, I'd be doing pretty well. So unless you think that he intentionally misled this committee and have any evidence of that, we will accept your list for the record.
Putting aside whose fault it was or what his intent was, I can't tell you what his intent was. I can just tell you the facts. Putting that to the side, is it not reasonable for us to review these 6 speeches we now know about before we vote?
You'll have time in the next 24 hours. I don't know when the leader is going to bring this to the floor, but you'll have time to review any speeches that you have access to. But those speeches, you could continue. If there's 80 out there that he's spoken, 80 organizations, after these 6 come in, then you may discover, hey, there's 2 other organizations on that 80 that have found transcripts. This could go on forever. We need a Secretary of Defense. We've had a use of a nuclear weapon in North Korea. We've made every single effort to provide all the information which this committee ever requires, and he has answered this question. And unless you have evidence that he's not answered it honestly, we're going to proceed.